1. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. 2. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. 3. It is better to be a fool than to be dishonest. 4. The mind is everything. What you think you become. 5. We are all faced with a series of great opportunities brilliantly disguised as impossible situations. 6. The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched, they must be felt with the heart. 7. Doubt is not a pleasant condition, but certainty is absurd. 8. The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. 9. The purpose of life is not to be happy. It is to be useful, to be honorable, to be compassionate, to have it make some difference that you have lived and lived well. 10. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. 11. The trouble is not that I don't know enough, but that I know so much that isn't true. 12. There is nothing permanent except change. 13. The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. 14. Life is what happens to you while you're busy making other plans. 15. The critical ingredient is getting started. 16. If you can dream it, you can do it. 17. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute, the man who does not ask is a fool for life. 18. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. 19. Curiosity about life in all its aspects, I think, is still the secret of great creative people. 20. You may have to fight a battle more than once to win it. 21. The mind is its own place, and in itself can make a heaven of hell, a hell of heaven. 22. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't settle. 23. Doing the best at this very moment makes a good tomorrow. 24. The invariable mark of wisdom is to see the miraculous in the common. 25. The superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. 26. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. 27. Kites rise highest against the strongest winds. 28. The only true wealth is life. 29. The question is not who will let me, it's who will stop me. 30. The mind is not a vessel to be filled, but a fire to be kindled. 31. The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. 32. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. 33. The invariable mark of wisdom is to see the miraculous in the common. 34. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. 35. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. 36. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. 37. The unexamined life is not worth living. 38. The purpose of life is not to be happy. It is to be useful, to be honorable, to be compassionate, to have it make some difference that you have lived and lived. 39. Adversity has the same effect on a strong mind as fire does on gold, it tries it. 40. The bird a nest, the spider a web, man friendship. 41. The fool wonders why the rose shives with thorns, the wise are grateful that thorns accompany the rose. 42. The only true wealth is time. 43. Silence is the language of God, all else is poor translation. 44. Flaming enthusiasm, backed by horse sense and studious planning, is the winning combination. 45. He who learns but does not reflect is like a man who hears but forgets. 46. The best revenge is massive success. 47. The unhappiest people in the world are those who feel compelled to prove how happy they are. 48. The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. 49. Life shrinks or expands in proportion to one's courage. 50. Challenges are what make life interesting and overcoming them is what makes life meaningful.